Welcome back, everyone. This is Dr. Doug Miller. Welcome back to Elite Sports Chiropractic Coaching and Consultants. This month, I have another great guest, another great friend of mine, a great friend of chiropractic, an individual that's played over 10 years in the NFL as a linebacker. I got to tell you, of the 18 or 19 years I worked in pro sports, this guy took great care of his body physically, mentally, emotionally, nutritionally as well. I think we'll talk about that. But he put the energy and effort into his body, into his resource, into staying healthy. He's a big advocate, a big friend of chiropractic. Let me welcome Brendon Ayanbedejo. How are you, buddy? How you doing, Brendon?
Thanks, Dr. Miller. How's it going? It's great to talk to you.
It's going well. It's good to see you. So how you holding up these days?
I'm actually pretty good. I find that I still have to keep the mechanics up on my body because, I'm driving my body through life every day. I still work out 3 to 4 times a week, so I still have to stay on the maintenance. So I'm still keeping up with the chiropractic and a lot of the things that we did together for my 5 years in Baltimore. I just have to find a doctor as good as you out here, but I'm still doing it.
That's awesome. So tell us how you first got involved in chiropractic and utilizing chiropractic.
Yeah, I think it kind of just comes with sport in general. So just being an athlete, we had access to chiropractors. So for my days at UCLA, and of course the whole chiropractic aspect with physical therapy and physio, they're kind of blended in and they're merged in. Of course, you have a specialized trade when it comes to the physical therapy, and it's chiropractics, but we're exposed to all different types of physical therapists. So that's basically how I was introduced to it. It just comes along. You guys are the mechanics that keep us healthy. And of course, there's all various types of therapists that we were introduced to. And chiropractic was a big staple. So it goes all the way back to my days of playing college ball.
What were one of the biggest things you realized after getting under chiropractic care and playing such a contact traumatic sport? Did you notice that it maybe helped your body recover faster from all the trauma?
Yeah, well, I think we did it more so for maintenance initially. So we did it just so we could perform optimally, so we could feel better, so we could get our energy systems aligned, get our bodies feeling good. And then from there, we did it more in line with physical therapy and staying healthy. But of course, we do prehab before we injure ourselves. We do rehab, but you guys would find our imbalances, find our imperfections. So I think it's all cyclical. You want to stay healthy. The healthier you stay, the less chance of attrition, the less chance of injury. But if we happen to get injured as well, then you guys can jump in and help expedite the recovery process. But I found it just mentally, physically, even just when you guys align us the proper way, just our energies align in our bodies and we're able to perform optimally. So, I think I use it for the whole spectrum, the whole gamut, for performance, for staying healthy, recovery.
That's really great because a lot of guys start chiropractic care after having an injury. You were very proactive. You started on a preventative model and noticed the benefits beyond the mobility in terms of energy, in terms of staying healthy. Talk a little bit about how that blended in with your nutrition and your lifestyle as well.
Yeah, once again, we're just looking for incremental increases in performance. So, obviously your nutrition is going to give you, maybe not an incremental, it's going to give you a huge jump, a huge increase in performance in your body, or your ability for your body to stay healthy. So, you got the nutritional aspect, you have the mental wellness and mental health aspect. Of course, you have to train and stay healthy. And then, of course, you have to get your sleep as well. So I kind of looked at it as a pie, and I wanted to dedicate a certain amount of time each day to the respective pieces of the pie so I could stay healthy. So the nutrition, building it all in, it's all one big piece of the pie. And if you focus too much on one part, then of course, if you did a little SWOT analysis, you kind of see where your strengths are and where your weaknesses are. The idea is to be as balanced as possible.
Did you see your teammates and your colleagues utilize chiropractic care as well?
Yeah, I did, but they didn't really take advantage of it. Like you and I, we had kind of our standing chiropractic sessions. We were going to hit 2 times a week together. And then I really love that you went the extra mile and you did the ART, so the active release, you did the muscle activation, you had the Graston behind it. So you were so much more than just a chiropractor for me. I could really use you to get a lot of my stuff done. And so once guys started seeing guys like me using you to your fullest potential, then they were able to tap into their fullest potential and they started doing it more. But it's probably more prevalent now than it was, you go back 5-10 years, because you're kind of a trendsetter in all your skills.
Yeah, that's something I noticed. A lot of the veterans would set the stage for the rookies to follow. So whatever the veterans were doing, there was chiropractic care once or twice a week. A lot of the younger guys would filter in as well. But you were unique. You really took such good care of your body, both physically. You understood that your body was your livelihood, and you really took care of that. Not a lot of guys understand that until they're in the league for a couple years.
Yeah, I think I was fortunate. I had my brother to kind of show me the ropes, and of course, he's been on with you before, and he's a longtime client of yours as well. But my brother kind of showed me the ropes early, and I kind of got all the tips of the trade and tricks of the trade from him, and then I was able to implement those things. And there's a reason why I stayed around for 10 years playing when the average career is about 3 years.
Yeah, so to have that longevity and sustainability, you have to be doing other things that are more proactive and preventative along the way. So can you share a chiropractic story with us? Was there a moment that it really helped your career out, either recovering from an injury?
Um, there's not any one thing that jumped out at me, but I think that's why, though. There's not one thing because it's something that I consistently did. So I just love that chiropractic is more than just the spine.
Sure.
You check my hips, you check shoulders, you would check muscle activation, how my hip flexors moving, how my knees tracking. And I'd use you to activate my hamstrings, my hip flexors, my calves. You'd look at my feet. If we had to do other things like use kinesio tape. So just a well-rounded approach, but you're always going to be addressing and attacking. It's not anything that's ever going to be a one-time fix. And that's really what sticks out at me is just the whole approach that we took to keeping the entire body healthy so we could perform.
So do you think guys who have played 10 years, your teammates and colleagues are not as healthy as you are now because of all those proactive healthcare strategies that you use throughout your career?
I didn't hear the first part of the question, Doug.
But are guys who were not as proactive as you, are your teammates more broken down now at this point after playing for 10 years?
Yeah, well, I think so. I did still qualify for a lot of my NFL benefits because my body is broken down to a certain extent, but I'm still able to perform. I just see that I get a lot more beat up now. If I'm going to go work out, I'm not working out. Like when I played in the league, I was working out 16 times a week to stay healthy and to be a performance athlete. Now I work out 3 to 4 times a week. So I can't overperform like I used to. So I would say, yeah, the guys that didn't use their bodies efficiently, whether they were going too hard, they weren't resting, nutrition, prehab, rehab, and all those things, I think I'm a lot better off. In fact, I'd take my body over any 41-year-old guy's body that never played football just because of all the preventative maintenance that I did over the span of my career.
Absolutely. Well, Brendon, thanks for being such a great advocate of chiropractic. Thanks for taking time with us today. We certainly appreciate it. We wish you all the best of luck going forward.
Thank you, Doug. And I'm hoping that you and your team get your hands on a lot more athletes, a lot more people in general, not just athletes, to get them healthy and feeling good, to really know what their bodies can do and not underestimating their power.
Thanks for all the kind words. I'll be in touch. Great. Thanks.
Thanks, Doug. Talk to you soon.